Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well and you're enjoying school. If you're back to school already, and as a parent, I guess you're back in the routine and you're having fun and enjoying getting back to the routine. Hi, how is everyone doing? So today, I know last week when I was here, I was talking about the circle of control because that is our theme for this month. We're looking at the circle of control, and like I said, especially now we are all back to school, back to routines, back to structure. There are a lot of things that we need to do to get back into the routine. To build back those habits and get those structures in place. So last week I'd said that one of the things that causes stress is when we do not know what is in our circle of control that we can actually control to reduce our stress level. And so I had made mention that one of the way to cope with stress is to know what are the things that you can control and what are the things that are not in your own circle of control. And last week we had one of the example we had talked about was with regards to school, that you as a student you can control how your peers will react, how the rumors that will spread, you can control what is being taught, the teaching style in which your teacher will teach you, you can control the questions on the test and all that. And also you cannot control you know so many things like that, but there's certain things in which you can control, and one of those things we had talked about was how you react to things, your behavior, your thoughts around it. So today I'm just going to talk about our physical illness, with regards to our circle of control. When you look at illness, there's so many factors that could go into so many factors that could go into our physical health that is hard sometimes to identify or even control. Instead of um, and instead, what we could do is that we could focus on the things that we can control, on the things that we can control. And as we know, when it comes to our health, that some things that are out of our control will be, the diagnosis that you get from your doctors, and sometimes even your genetic health and your predispositions. Those are some things that are out of your control. Another thing, especially even for working parents and for working teens and for working youths and students, sometimes you cannot even control, some of the things that the insurance cover, right, with regards to our physical health, right? And sometimes you cannot even control, how many appointments you have to go to, the resources that are available to you, and sometimes even the medications you're being given with regards to some of the physical illnesses in which you're experiencing, and sometimes even the symptoms of the illnesses you're experiencing. Those are some things that are out of control. Those are some things that you cannot even control. And sometimes you cannot even control whether people choose to understand what you're going through at that time or not, right? But what is definitely certain, what is in your own circle of control with regards to your physical with regards to physical illness or with regards to your physical health, definitely going for your doctor's appointment, doing those regular checkup, following the directions or treatment. And sometimes I think, which is very important, is that giving yourself time to rest and to heal. And I think a lot of times it's that we do not give ourselves time to heal and time to rest. And especially in our busy world today where it's even challenging for just even a single parent to take care of our home, to take care of our children, you know. it's really really challenging. And even with two parents as well too, that can also be challenging as well too. And so everybody's busy looking for job, looking for things. There are a lot of things, a lot of activities out there, a lot of things that our children are engaging, youths are engaging, caregivers are engaging. And so sometimes it's difficult to find that rest. Sometimes it's difficult to let our body heal, to let our body find our rest. But remember, that is in your control. That is something you have control over. And then another thing that you have control over, like I said, going for your doctor's appointment, I think what you do have control over is asking questions, asking for help, going for your appointment, whether it's with your doctor, whether it's with your physiotherapist, whether it's with your counselor. But those are within your control. Those are within your control to make sure that you are making that appointment for your children. You are making those appointments for your teens. You're making those appointments as a student, as a youth, and as a caregiver, to make sure that you are making those appointments and making sure that you're focusing on your nutrition. And you remembered in our DBT series, one of the things we had talked about was the PLEASED acronym that talked about the please, which is a PL was for the physical illness, and then the E was making sure you're eating balanced nutrition, and then the A was avoiding substances that alters our moods, and then the S was getting good sleep, and then the E was making sure you're getting exercise. Those are all in your control as a parent. Those are all in your control as a youth, as a caregiver. Those are all in your control. But you can make sure that you're focusing on your nutrition. You're making sure that your children are eating balanced meal, movement, sleep. You're getting enough. You're hydrated enough. So those are some things that are in your control. And taking care of yourself as much as you can, taking care of yourself, having those proper hygienes as much as you can, self-love, self-compassion, giving yourself that kindness that you will willingly give to a friend, showing yourself that kindness, being kind to yourself, giving yourself self-compassion and taking the rest when you need to take the rest, and also making sure that you're creating those boundaries, those healthy boundaries, you know those healthy boundaries, and knowing when to say no, knowing when to take something on, and knowing when your cup is not filled enough to say no to some things, right? So, yeah, so those are some things that are within your control. Those are some things that are within your control as a parent, as a caregiver, as a youth, as a student, as a thing. So there's so many things that are within your control. And so that is all I have for us today. And like I said last week, we have an upcoming yeah, look at that. Now I lost my train of thoughts. Like I said last week, we do have some upcoming online conference this Saturday, 17th September. And so our conference is the Holistic Health Conference, and our focus is back to school. And so it's so exciting because we have speakers lined up that are going to be talking about some tools that can support, having a successful school year, providing some tools to parents, to students, to youths that can help them throughout the school year. And I think it's very important as parents that we get all those tools, as students, we get all those tools that can support us for the school year, because a lot of times is that it could be really challenging, and we all need support. We all need that extra support. And so come out on Saturday. Yeah, I know, Tessie, I can't wait either too. Yeah, come out on Saturday. It is fully loaded, 10 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Central Time, and that will be 9 a.m. Mountain Time, and that will be 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I think for the Eastern Standard Time, that will be 11 a.m. in the morning. So come out, come join us some of the topics that will be talked about. You don't want to miss those topics. So come out, because we'll be looking at tools that can support our physical well-being. We'll be looking at tools that can support our emotional well-being, and there'll be also be presentations around how to care for yourself as a caregiver. There'll also be presentations around time management and setting goals, and the brain food. Like what are the foods that feed the brain, that can strengthen the brain, that can equip the brain to like function properly. Because as parents, we need to make sure that our kids are getting the real diet. So come out, it's gonna be interesting. And also we have a talk as well too on financial well-being as well too. So come out, there'll be lots of tips out there. It is free. Go on our social media, and on our Facebook page, you have that information there. Go there, go sign up and share this information with someone as well too. So sign up, come up, it's free. It's from 10 a.m. Till about I think till about 5, yeah, 5 p.m. So it's a 4 to 5 hours conference. So come out, you don't want to miss anything. Invite someone, grab a cup of coffee, and come join us. And thank you so much to all our viewers on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. No, on Instagram. I'm not live on Instagram, but I'm going to download this on Instagram. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I do hope you have a wonderful night. And from me to you, I bid you a good evening. Bye bye.